Good evening, Draftaholics, and welcome back to the unofficial coverage of Pro Tour Edge of Eternities, brought to you by the Draft Punks. My name is Sam.
And I'm Adrian.
And we have a hot banger for you here, not in the finals, but in round 2, where we have the reigning PT champion, Ken Yukuhiro, facing up against the reigning World Champion, Jean-Emmanuel Depraz. Adrian, what has Ken put together for us?
Okay, well, based on what I'm seeing a very tempo-y blue-black deck with a couple of Ilvoy infiltrators, a lot of classic blue-black pieces, some bounce spells, some kill spells. Not the kind of blue-black deck I've ever drafted before.
No, this one's a little bit different. So Ken went really hard on these Ilvoy infiltrators, picked them very early, and almost seemed to kind of draft around them. So it's almost kind of a more tempo-y version of blue-black. So stick down the infiltrator and then either make it unblockable from its own ability or use Desculpting Blast or Mechanizoa or Tractor Beam, whatever you need to just get the blockers out of the way and keep the cards flowing for yourself. Like you say, a very different way of building blue-black.
Yeah, and I'm also looking at the Hilda-Blade, and it does make sense to me that a Ilvoy Galeblade or the Infiltrator could be pretty scary with a Hilda-Blade on it.
100%, yeah. And this was very conscious by Ken. He actively eschewed all of the kind of control parts of blue-black. He wanted nothing to do with the Uthros scan ship or any of the other kind of big control cards. He wanted to be low to the ground, fast, with lots of cheap card advantage.
Yeah, and two whales as well. So I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
I am too, and it looked like something that he and his teammates had actively tested towards. So this was not an accident. He very much wanted to end up here. So I'm very curious to see where this ends up.
Very interesting.
And here is our reigning world champion, Jean-Emmanuel Depraz, with a red-green deck with a light splash. A light splash, Adrian.
Well, look, and we've said it many, many times before, and I'll say it again. Never in a format have basics been fixing quite like they have been in Edge of Eternities. And the pros are proving us right, which is so nice to see. 2 islands for the 2 blue pips on Weft Walking. That's all you need. Sure, you got a Jean in there, but, you're playing Jean anyway.
That's it. 2 islands, 2 pips in Weft Walking, just like Richard Garfield in
That's all you need. That's all you need.
That's it. Now, this looks nice. So this one's going a little bit bigger than what Ken is doing. We've got the Glacier Godmore and the Territorial Brunta
yes,
up on the top end, but there's power down low as well with the Biotech Specialist, Possibility Technician, even Tannic. So this is kind of the big chunky green deck that kind of has formed what I think of as half of the Edge of Eternities draft format. But then lots of good cheap interaction, 2 copies of Sammy's Curiosity to make sure all that fixing is working out nicely. This looks like a nice red-green deck.
Yeah, it looks really good, really clean, some really great uncommons, 2 seed chip impacts. You got the Larval Scoutlander as well. Tannic looks really nice to me. I would, if I drafted this deck, I'd be pretty proud.
Yeah, and I don't think Jean-Emmanuel is going to have any trouble hitting his colors with all of that fixing. I think this is going to be a very, very smooth sailing. Especially
with a deck that is nominally just down the line red-green with the blue up the top. I think he's going to be absolutely fine.
So here's our head-to-head. This is the sort of thing you would expect in the finals. Normally round 2, it's 2 people who have made it to their first Pro Tour. Everything is lovely and exciting. No, we've got Ken Yukuhiro with 8 top finishes, most recently with a win at Pro Tour Final Fantasy, and Jean-Emmanuel Depraz only one behind him with 7 top finishes, most recently with a win at the World Championships in 2023. This is outrageous for the 0-1 bracket in round 2 of the Pro Tour.
I mean, look, it makes me feel good about going 0-1 myself in my own drafts, because, I'm up there with the greats as well.
That's it. If Jean-Emmanuel Depraz can go 0-1, you can too.
I can too, and that makes it okay.
There is no shame. So, can you imagine, though, like you start 0-1 at your PT, and you think, that's a bummer. I'll run into someone else that's 0-1, and I'll run it up from there. And you look at your pairings on your phone, you go, it's Ken Yukuhiro. Great.
That's okay. Just win.
Just win. It's that easy.
I don't think it's that easy. Okay, well, so we're off. We're off to the races. Right. I saw a land get played. I know how this works. I know how Magic works, at least.
No, there's no lands here. You're seeing things. You're I think you're imagining things already.
Okay. Well, whoops. But okay. Well, there we go. There's.
All right.
Okay, we're off.
Forest for JED, Swamp for... Nope. Island for...
Oh, that's so
again.
good.
Oh.
What a start.
Leading with the
rules.
biotech specialist. That's sick. Okay, and the Ilvoy operative for Ken.
Which is a card that I drafted in the first week and then never again. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Okay, the lanterns are coming in for Jean-Emmanuel. Yeah, this is the bonkers start.
And that biotech specialist is going to get in a fair bit of damage unless it gets removed by Ken pretty quickly.
Plays the Evangel.
I love this attack. What is this all about?
In there and says, "I've got a blue 1-drop. You ain't blocking."
There.
He does have a blue 1-drop. Okay, crack.
How often do you just run that attack, even if you don't have it?
Oh, well, look, you know, as any follower of the Draft Bunks would know, this is not a coward stream. You gotta...
And look, when you've got players of this caliber in the stream, you sure hope it's not a coward stream.
This is true. But, you know, that biotech specialist is worth a lot. So...
That's it. And that's where I'm a big fan of the bluff attack, is when they've got something really valuable, because that's when they really don't want to risk it in combat.
Yeah, 100%. I think I would make this attack, even if I didn't have the blue 1-drop. Especially if I did, but even if I didn't, I'm thinking of myself in Jean's seat and thinking, yeah, I'm not blocking. I would never block. Yeah, I'll take 2. You're taking 2 because I'm cracking the lander anyway. We'll trade some life.
That's it. And now this is the game plan's coming together beautifully for both players, right? Ken is on the board with 3 creatures by turn 3 with a combined 6 power, and Jean-Emmanuel's got 3 different colors, 4 lands, 1 more lander ready to get cracked. This is both decks humming.
100%. Yeah. 2-drop into 1-drop, 2-drop for Ken, and then just a litany
frenzied Bailiff
of lander tokens for goodbye. Yeah, gets that out of there while it's small, which is when you need to get rid of it, especially if you're green-red. You don't have a lot of unconditional removal. So, yep. Okay, well, I like Jean-Emmanuel's board presence at the moment. Okay, crash shattering the Bailoff and getting in.
Now this is such a good attack, because Jean-Emmanuel can't block the lightless Evangel, because if Ken sacrifices the Ilvoy Gale Blade,
just gobbles
it will pump it up to a 3/3.
Yep.
So nice tricksy attack there. You'll probably get your average 0-1 opponent at draft night with that one, but probably not this particular opponent.
Yeah, you'll get a draft punk with it.
Yeah, we would fall for that.
But I can see the Hilda Blade in hand for Ken. He's pulled it to the front. He's thinking about playing it. I wish I knew what was going on in his head. He doesn't have Void at the moment.
No, so he won't be strapping that on anytime soon. The question is, does he want to embrace Oblivion? Anything? Is it worth tossing away your Ilvoy Gale Blades so that you can take out the biotech specialist? I think
it seems like
not.
Biotech specialist has gotten it. Yeah, this is what I had a feeling I would have done. Just play the Hilda Blade, except that you don't have any better players and pass the turn. At least you're not getting beaten down by the Bailoff now.
Yeah, that's it. And with the removal in hand, or even just the Starbreach Whale, it'll be easy enough for Ken to just auto strap that to his flyer.
Yeah. And
then and if he does go for a sacrifice, then that'll get a trigger on the lightless Evangel. So this is working.
Oh,
nicely.
That's a great point. Okay, so Jean with every land in his deck on the battlefield now. Gets straight
Weft
in there
walking.
for 1.
Weft walking is live.
Weft walking is live. Is he just going to play it? No, he's going to play a 6-drop.
Here's the territorial Brunter.
But that being said, Ken's got the removal, so that is probably leaving us right now.
I think it's going to be feeling the brunt of
gets the whale
an embrace
out there.
Oblivion.
Oh, so we're going to sack the whale away? That's probably what's happening.
Makes pretty good sense.
Swamp in the bin, unknown card on top, gets rid of the Brunter, which is correct. And the beatdown continues. This is not Jean-Emmanuel's not running away with the game yet.
And this is exactly what Ken wanted. He's done all of this off 3 lands.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, gets Void, attaches the Hilda Blade to the flyer. Yeah, very good.
He wanted his opponents to be playing 6 drops that he can answer for 1 mana while he just keeps swinging in. This is exactly how he drew it up.
So is Jean just gonna keep can I call him Jed? J-E-D? Surely.
J-E-D.
Yeah,
J-E-D, he is popularly known. I don't know how he'd feel about being just Jean, but J-E-D, very, very common.
What about Jed?
Okay. We could go Jed. We might need permission. We need to get a list of approved nicknames.
Yeah. Or we'll just, some say it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. John just getting crazy amounts of lands on the battlefield. And this thing is crewing. Oh, gets it big, crews it for 7, gets in for 1. No fear for the life total.
That's big. So let's take a look
the spaceship awake? Is that 9?
Yeah, it's at 7. It's at 7.
It's at
that
7.
Marvel
So
Scoutlander.
he played it and crewed it.
He sure did.
And that one's a 3/3?
It absolutely is. So that can block and trade with the Gale Blade, which is not the greatest trade on mana, but it gets the big flyer out of here, and having to re-equip the Hilda Blade is a pain in the neck, so...
I mean, it equips automatically at the end of the Void turn.
True.
So the trade will get him a free re-equip. But I think one of Ken's real strengths at the moment is having a high-power flyer.
I think one of Ken's real strengths here is that he just played a Cryogen Relic, and he's got another Embrace Oblivion in hand.
Yeah, he's just...
Off we go! It takes out the big tramply boy.
I guess that's the big threat, and he doesn't care too much about the trade?
Yeah, he's totally okay trading 1 drop for...
Or just I'll get in for 4.
Yeah, and I'll just keep my...
decent blocks, and then we can think about it later.
Yeah, because I guess...
This is when I lose all ability to understand how to play Magic, because I would have just jammed with both.
I think the keys are in Ken's hand, right? He's got the Mechanozoa and the Tractor Beam. So anything that is capable of blocking that chonked up flyer is not going to be in blocking mode for very long.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So I guess Ken's up on live, so he can take a hit from the spaceship. Even then, I don't think JD is attacking with the spaceship.
I don't think so either. That looks firmly on blocking duty.
A pass the turn. And I have a feeling he's drawing a few too many lands here, because that might be another basic in hand.
Yeah, it looks to be. Oh, do we want to trade Biotech for the Gale Blade? He's not sure about this one. In it comes.
I'd take it all day long.
I think we're pretty happy taking that. If I was
Ken, I'd be like, no worries.
Ken takes it with a smile.
Yeah.
Down we go. 13 life for Ken, 8 for JD.
Okay. Is that the Mechanozoa?
Here comes the Mechanozoa. Tap down.
Yeah, this game has made a turn for the worse.
This is a lethal attack if there's no block tended.
Okay, we're chumping now.
Alright, so the cryo shattered dude is no more. 4 damage puts JD to 4, so now both threats are lethal. That Larval Scoutlander is not untapping.
Oh, big draw.
Oh.
Big draw and spaceship on deck for the 2-tap creatures, the spaceship itself being one of them. And that's not bad. That's if you're going to draw a card, draw a card that draws you 2 more cards.
Yeah, Vault Guard Trooper. So we stick that down. That shores up the ground. Chuck the 1/3.
This is how I would have chalked it up as well.
No, just attack with it. Just attack with it. Get in your 1 damage. Come on.
Good. We're thinking the same way. And get 2 Siege Ship Impact. Very good.
Oh, the clutch seed chip impact.
I don't
which
know if
can
it's
take
good
out
enough,
the
though,
Hilda blade.
because
It can take out the Hilda blade.
I think Ken's got the removal for the 5-drop, doesn't he?
He doesn't have the second blue.
Oh, okay.
He forces the action.
Double black for what?
To sack to pump up the Lightless Evangel up to a 5/5 as well.
Gets his lander, because that was cheap. Yep, nice. We're
Trades.
Wow,
Trades.
the board is traded off.
It's all gone.
Crazy stuff. What a top deck.
It's all gone.
If I was JD,
draws
I'd feel like a genius right now.
That was incredible. Drew
Dings
a
in for
card
2. Okay. The question is, can Jean-Emmanuel continue to draw like that?
Wow. So now he's still on a fairly precarious life total, but the Hilda Blade's gone, which means that Ilvoy Infiltrator is not as much of
It's
a
not just
threat.
randomly going to win the game now.
Yeah.
I mean, it still
my.
very well could win the game. Is that 2 forests in hand, I see?
Oh, that's ugly.
That's ugly, but
That's
look, with 2 blockers, I'd hang back. How many cards have we got in Ken's hand?
I reckon an attack might be forthcoming.
Yeah,
from
see,
the
I was
flyer,
about to say this. Sam would attack with the seed ship.
which is why I'm not sitting where JED is. Okay, so back to Ken. He
Probably
can't
just
double
wax the
spell
whale
here.
out here.
Does seem like a whale considered position. There it is.
Yeah.
Surveil 2.
Surveil 2.
That looked like 2 spells.
It did look like 2 spells. I think he's double
you can
topping.
look at the shake in Ken's hand. He's feeling this.
Yeah, I would too.
Both on top, no attacks.
I mean, flyers are still king on this board, and he just played a big one that profitably gets through the spaceship.
So now, if Ken can double spell next turn, and given that he just double topped, you would think that he can. The whale now just eats the 3/3 flyer, and the Ilvoy operative will be unblockable.
Yeah, 100%. Single red.
Okay, so ball back to JED. Looks like
so he's
picked up
drawn
a
for time.
Zookeeper
Okay.
Mechan. Yep. So we play the Mechan. Can he just activate it and send in the Biotechnician? Just take out half of Ken's life total. It looks like what he's lining up.
I mean, that seems ultra risky. If I was him, I would have kept the activation back to trade off with the whale with the spaceship.
No, sorcery speed only on the activation on that one.
Of course. Okay.
So I doubt that he'll send in with the flyer, because he needs that to block the whale, presumably. But just turn the biotech into a 5-power thing, because it's not blocking anything anyway.
Yeah, assuming
In it
he can
goes.
double spell, which he most likely can.
So now
Okay.
Ken knows the top of his library.
He does.
He knows if he can double spell.
Which I assume the answer is yes. It has to be.
You would think so, but maybe it's just too... I mean, there aren't that many expensive cards in Ken's deck.
That's true. Yeah, he's got whales, and you can cast the whales for cheap.
Yeah. But he might not be able to play the tractor beam and double spell.
I guess importantly for JED here is that he has a card in hand and he is representing green-red. So, another seed chip impact. I guess Ken sitting here running through his head, what could this be? Do I just take the 5? Can I win
Even
next
just something-
turn?
Even just something like a Sammy's Curiosity would swing the tides quite noticeably here, right?
That's such a good point. Yeah. Up 2 life for JD, down 2 life for Ken.
which are big numbers at this stage of the game. Or is he
Yeah.
going to block with the whale?
Crazy.
Huge.
I don't understand professional magic. Okay, so that's Grav Kill.
Top deck's the Grav Kill. Okay.
So he did top the Grav Kill. So he knew Grav Kill's coming.
But also knew that he couldn't double spell.
Is that the Obelisk?
It's the Requiem Monolith, which
okay.
is a little bit weird, but is very good in these low life total scenarios because you can point it at the opponent's creature so that they can't block with it.
So so Ken's not double spelling, and he never was.
And he knew that, which it would be what informed that block.
Yeah, okay.
So now, does he want to Grav Kill? Does he want to Tractor Beam? And if so, what? Is it the flyer, or is it the thing that's going to make every attacker for the rest of the game gigantic?
Yeah, that's such a great point. You would be looking at Zookeeper Mechan as a real threat.
I would not be surprised if Ken decides to Grav Kill the Zookeeper Mechan.
I feel like maybe he thinks he can remove his way out of this game where, like, obviously if JD doesn't draw anything really, really useful, he's going to activate Zookeeper Mechan and point it at the spaceship. And then if I was Ken, I would be like, okay, well, I'll remove the spaceship in response to the activation, which sort of turns the turn off. That's the end of the turn. And then I'll Tractor Beam the Zookeeper Mechan next turn. So we can really take JED off of a turn, and then Zookeeper Mechan is now dealt with. And then
he points it at the Mechan itself.
Okay. I have to say, if this was me, I mean, this is why these guys are good. Now I really want to just kill the Mechan because I that's the thing that's gonna win the game. But now also still getting in for 3, and the clock is now the clock is now in JD's favor. 1 damage a turn is not going to get there.
And I feel like JD would have known that was coming. Because your opponent just topped with their Surveil, thought for a little bit on their turn and passed. So JD would have known that there was a Grav Kill coming. So where he pointed that activation of the Zookeeper Mechan would have had that in mind. Wow, the Titan is a huge draw.
Titan's great, but Ken's probably just gonna have to Tractor Beam here. I think I would too. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you, and a 4/5 on the ground, sure, is lethal, but JD can draw his own tricks as well.
I think I agree.
And
now,
that
Ken
operative is gonna continue to draw cards, which is yep.
Now I imagine Ken would have been hoping to hold that Tractor Beam to pull a blocker out of the way to get the operative in for another attack, but I like his play here. It keeps the flyer out, saves his own life total.
Oh, can't remove that.
The Survey Mechan? Is that getting activated straight away? Oh my god.
What?
Normally 10 mana to activate, but reduced by 3. So 4 to cast the Mechan and then 7 to activate it. That's how you spend 11 mana to kill an Ilvoy operative.
And that's the Glacier Godmore.
Is that the Godmore off the top?
Yeah, he just drew it.
With lands in hand? Oh my god.
Okay, so I think... Okay, there's Paragy-Beckoner. What... He can't Paragy-Beckoner and Giga Storm Titan. So I guess the question is just one of the 5-drops or the Monolith and Giga Storm?
I think Monolith plus Giga Storm makes a good amount of sense here.
It's efficient, and Paragy-Beckoner is always better when you've got something on the battlefield. Oh, I forgot about Mechanizer. But you play that when they have blockers. Yeah, okay.
That's it.
As we chalked it up. Activate it for the card. You want
Does
to.
he want the card? Does he? Oh, the
I'd want it. I would want it so bad. I would have gone straight for it.
Look at the restraint. I could never have done that.
It's a sorcery, right? Or is it an instant?
It is. Let's bring it up on screen for the dear viewer. It is a sorcery speed activation.
Okay.
Just dropping that in the middle of.
Oh!
land for the... Oh, and it's over!
Oh my god!
In one fell swoop, Godmore, land, removal spell, you're dead. All of that posturing back and forth, and JED finds the big 7-mana win.
That's... okay, that was sick.
Unreal.
That was a sick game.
Unreal.
That was really cool. Godmore
Ken was
good
ahead.
once again.
Godmore is just insane. And that's almost like the nicest use for it.
Oh,
He
Jane.
didn't even have any other creatures.
Jane. Love Jane.
Is there a better way to start a game of Edge of Eternities Limited than Jane?
If I played turn 1 Jane and my opponent played Ilvoy Operative, I would feel... Not Operative, the other one. The 2-drop. The cast 2 spells, get a counter one. I would feel on top of the world.
Yeah, it's the Ilvoy Operative.
No, isn't the Operative the 3-drop that draws a card?
Oh, no. Was I just calling the...
Oh, no, I was wrong. There we go. Operative. There we go. We got it.
There we go. We understand what's going on.
Is the 3-drop.
That's it. Now, important question. How did this happen? How did JD just cast a red spell?
Oh, tap the permanent with Jane. We know how it works.
Just tap a land. Tap a land with your Jane. It is a mana filterer.
That's the beauty of Jane. Jane does it all.
Good.
There's nothing Jane can't do.
Okay, Ken with the Lightless Evangel once again. Now, that was the Possibility Technician from...
So he warped in the Possibility Tech for 2 mana, saw the Zookeeper off the top. So Zookeeper's almost certainly...
So remember, that Zookeeper can only be played if JD controls a Kavu.
Oh, of course. Okay, so...
Which could be the Possibility Tech itself at some point, or we've seen that JD has the Vault Guard Trooper, and he's also got a Carver on Skywarden, so this is a good Possibility Technician deck, and that card does not need a lot of extra help.
Bail off again, and sneaky 2 mana available for JD. Don't know what he's got in hand, but there's odds on maybe a Seed Ship Impact.
Yeah, I think you would be wise to be considering that here, but Ken doesn't have anything vulnerable to it at the moment.
Crunching in, JD's probably taking it or maybe trading off the Kavu for the Operative just so it can't get out of range. No, okay, with the, yep, okay. And taking 2.
I really like that block. I think a lesser player, and by lesser player I mean probably me, would look at that, Frenzied Bailiff, look at that gold symbol on it and be like, this is a rare. Look at all the text on this card.
Yeah. I'm not trading my rare for a dubiously playable black uncommon. Very nice with the Gigastorm Titan. Feels good.
Beautiful. Now that Hymn of the Faller is out of the sideboard. That was not in Ken's main deck. So that's 1 and a black, surveil 1, draw a card, and if you voided, you can draw an additional card. So that trade in combat actually netted Ken
Forest
a good bit of value.
The Forest out of Exile for the land drop return. You love to see it.
It's your favorite thing to do with those impulse draw effects is just find your land for turn.
Very good. Okay, so Ken looks like he has got... What do we got? That looks like Tractor Beam. I can see a Swamp. I can see a Perigee Beckoner. Perigee Beckoner Bash is very tempting.
So it doesn't look like we could... Well, we could get a double spell here. We could warp the Mechanozoa, tap down the Possibility Tech, and then warp the Perigee Beckoner for an extra 2 points of power.
Such a big hit.
Trigger the Ilvoy Operative.
That's Mechanozoa.
It's happening.
Yeah, this is really hard to say no to. This is just fundamentally the best play. Was he cracking down for 9?
8? Oh no, it's more than that. 10?
Wow.
Whoa,
okay.
Big hit. Huge hit. And then you've just got big chonkers hanging out in the exile zone.
Yeah, it's Ken's to win. JD's going to have to come up with some real stuff right here. And I wouldn't feel super great about it, especially when you've got Perigee Beckoner coming back off of Warp and Mechanozoa. So you've almost got to play 2 blockers here. It's kind of nuts.
And so Ken was probably thinking, if I leave that Possibility Tech around, then he can play the Zookeeper Mechan, but without a Mountain in play, JD just can't afford to do that.
No, not at all.
That's not a good sign.
Okay.
So
Zookeeper.
At this point, he might just be hoping that that Ken doesn't have the 6th land to replay the Mechanozoa. Okay, looks like he's got a close encounter in hand, so can make... Okay.
Gets rid of something, so at least you're still live to the chump block. And
even if not, even if it's just...
Yeah,
okay.
That's the chump block.
Forces the chump, so now still has the Mechanozoa to really make JD's life difficult.
Okay, there's a mountain.
Little annoying on the timing
Godmore
there.
in hand.
He's got more of these?
He's got more of them.
All right, 5 mana. Okay, that's the Carver on Skywarden for 5 reach.
For an extra Carvu card.
That's it.
Okay, so
nice.
we've still got blocks. Mechanozoa almost certainly coming down, or a graph kill.
It's looking like double chump though.
It is looking close to double chump, or go to 2.
Yeah. So Mechanozoa comes in, taps down the big boy.
Yeah.
In they crunch. Oh, okay. A double block. Oh. Maybe he picked his cards up too soon.
Shouldn't have picked him up.
That's great. Okay, and comes the 4/5.
I think he's taking it here, or deciding that Jean's time is over.
Yeah, so but JD's going to be looking at that hand thinking, I really need the mana.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
Just take it. Yeah, Jean,
just take it.
Just
take it.
The most important life total is the final one. Because landing Godmore here feels good for JD, but Ken's got graph kill.
And he's got that seed ship impact, which can take out the Mechanozoa for just 2 mana.
It's pretty good.
And then the Pangolin.
Oh, Pangolin's in hand. Oh, yeah, of course,
hand.
yeah. 2 seed ship impacts is strong. Unfortunately, only one target at the moment.
What are we going for? Are we going to drop the Godmore? Or...
Tapping 4.
I can just play the Survey Mechan as well.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Just deftly playing around Grav Kill. It's crazy.
It's almost like... That's what I am consistently blown away by watching these pros. It's like they know what's in the other player's hand. It really looks like that so much of the time.
Oh, and the bounce spell. Okay, so removal and bounce. So double removal is a reality. Oh, is he dead?
This looks pretty damn close.
I think he is dead.
I think this is the end of the game.
Because that's a bounce.
Tractor beam that. And Sculpting Blast that.
Okay.
And the game ends.
Good showings by both players. Wow. Holy crap. These are some games.
This is impressive. All right, onto a decider.
Okay.
All right, what do we got? JD looking at forests and island and red cards and weft walking.
Oh, this is a Sam cape. Yeah, and he keeps it. Of course he does.
Let's go, JD.
Of course he does, and he'll draw the mountain because there's no... Okay, he didn't. I was going to say he'll draw the mountain because there's no justice in the world.
All right,
Ilvoy Operative, he's been playing it on turn 2. Okay, slower start this time.
Okay.
Which works very well for JD.
Yeah,
He
JD would
hated to see a fast start from Ken here.
The dreaded Ilvoy Operative.
Yeah. Surprising everyone. 2 mana, 2/1s.
All right.
Wow, straight in.
I'm such a big fan of haste creature onto the battlefield tapped.
Okay, so here's our 1/3 flyer.
Another sideboard card. So I can't bring this up on our handy card viewer, but this is a 1/4 flyer that gets a +1/+0 if you control an artifact. So
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, card.
Why
Sculpt Technician? There it is.
Why is JD bringing this in?
It's got more than 3 toughness,
which does seem to be a bit of a critical point for the threats that JD's put down.
Whoop.
And
okay.
I mean, JD had to spend a card there.
That's an aggressive play. I would I don't know if I would have done that. I feel like I'd be like, yeah, I've got a 3/2, you've got a 1, you got a 1/4, whatever.
But I reckon the other reason Ken's brought in the Cloud Sculpt technician is he's recognized that flyers are the way that he's going to finish the game.
That's a great point. And if JD is sitting here going, okay, get the flyers out when I can. If I can get a flyer off the board, I will.
Because he's got to be thinking that's going to be a 2/4 flyer next turn.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything else to do this turn. Right, my hand is clogged up with Glacier Godmore, Zookeeper Mechan, and Weft Walking.
So him the Faller, Relic. Play the Relic, draw a card, of course.
Lead with the Relic.
Land is fine. In with him? Oh, crack it. Crack it and freeze it. Very good.
All right. I respect going for that there. I mean, he's got an Embrace Oblivion in hand.
Jean pass.
That's very interesting. Jean's really good. And no doubt Ken would have noticed that that JD is hurting for red sources and just kind of sources in general. So I would not be at all surprised if Ken goes after Jean.
Oh, if he just goes, that's you've got a handful of red cards. Goodbye.
Yep. This is my Jean.
Tractor beam on Jean. Nice.
Goodbye.
Classic. Take your thing, use it to kill your other thing.
Normally we think of the steal and sack as red, steal it temporarily, but hey, mind control that, does the same trick.
And draws the mountain.
Oh.
Okay, very good. Didn't need Jean anyway.
He was sandbagging that mountain the whole time to try to bait Ken into killing his 1-drop.
Of course.
The mega brains. This is how you become a world champion.
I guess so. Okay, so in comes Mechanozoa.
Taps down our friend.
I think. Okay, that looks like biotech, and it is.
Oh, this will get JD up to Weft Walking mana.
And Weft Walking's in hand.
It is in hand. It is. Yeah, JD's got 2 cards left in hand.
He's got the island
Weft Walking
already.
And Godmore.
He's got Weft Walking. Oh man, I think you just have to play Weft Walking. But all I would want to do is just play Godmore first, because it's Godmore.
I mean, why not? Just slam Godmore and then slam
Weft Walking. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, why not?
That's a tough thing for Ken to fight through. I mean, he's got his 3 mana 1/3.
Yeah, and he's running out his hand, which is what you want to see when you Weft Walk. You don't want your opponent to have much in the way of choice of the free spell they get each turn.
That's it. So Ken did announce that trigger. He got his lander, which means the graveyard is exiled. That was the Dauntless Scrap Bot.
Yep, love the Scrap Bot. There's Weft Walking now. God, I wonder if Ken does everyone, is this open deck lists?
So for those that are in the feature match only, or the feature area only, they get to see the list of cards that each player drafted.
Oh,
so they've both seen each other's complete pool, but not the deck that they've constructed.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So this whole time they do both know, kind of the top end of each other's decks.
Oh, is this a Godmore player land?
Was that a land that?
Yeah, I think he drew a mountain, I think.
Okay, so if he plays the Godmore, has to tap the Zookeeper Mechan to do that.
Yep.
And then plays the land. Then, for some reason, the official coverage has Vendilion Click up on board.
Good
that's
card.
Not happening. Great card,
Flicker Wisp.
Okay, we're just rattling off God tier 3 ones, it seems.
Modern staples.
All right, there it is.
And Vigilance is one hell of a drug.
It really is. Okay, Godmore comes in, crunches 7 points out of Ken's life total.
Ken would love a removal spell here.
Got to be a grav kill, right? Oh.
My kingdom for a removal spell.
Okay, so now this is so interesting. Ken can play the Hymn and look at 2 cards, a Surveil and a Draw.
Yeah.
Or, with which he'll have 5 mana, or he can crack the Lander, look at 3 cards. Surveil 1, draw 2, but he'll only have 3 mana to play with.
Right. And we've still got the whale. So the whale's still on warp. So can play the whale.
But Ken's thinking the Godmore's got to go.
I mean, yeah, it does. It does have to go. It is currently shutting down the board.
He's trying to do the maths on what am I most likely to hit a removal spell with? Is it him, surveil 1, draw, or is it crack the lander first so I can see 1 more card but have 2 less mana? Oh,
that's tough.
That is really tough. Now, although I don't think he's played that land yet. I don't think he's played a land for turn. So if that's the case, he'll have 4 mana if he cracks the lander first, meaning he could find Gravkill. So if he cracks the lander, plays him, and then he can get 3 looks for a Gravkill or an Embrace Oblivion. Oh, this is tight. Because he's not gonna just. I don't think he'll just play a Star Whale here because JED just needs to drop something else big, give it haste with a land drop, and then we're out of here. Oh, looks like he's just going. Just going. All right, we're still putting 3-1s up from the official coverage. Okay,
he just goes. Just goes for it. Looks at it. We don't know. He's laughing.
Yeah, he's
laughing.
That's the face of why me? Why me?
Or it's Gravkill, and he's thinking his lucky stars. I really want to know.
Wow, I mean, gosh, if it was removal, he'd just snap it off. What could be good enough to tempt him away from removal?
I'm just trying to think of his deck. What has he got? Perigybeckener's like not a bad card.
Maybe Desculpting Blast? Just bounce the Godmore?
Oh.
The Virus Beetle?
Goodbye, That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Did he top that?
Yep. Topped the Virus Beetle.
With the single card left in hand.
They can read each other's hand. He knew what was there.
That's the wildest thing I've ever seen. He was like, well, look, Virus Beetle will get that 1 card out of hand. If it's the card you don't play when you play Godmore, it's removal, which I want to get out of his hand anyway, or it's something very good.
Look at JD's expression. He's so unhappy.
Yeah, I would be too.
Oh, of course. And now
that's the double spell. So he gets in, draws the extra card.
Okay.
Ken's very in this, especially if he lifts removal.
No!
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I would be spewing if I was JD. I would be like, I'm having the most rotten luck. And he goes, lift the only card that can get my draw 7 out of hand. Lift, then get in for 1, draw a card, lift the only card with his remaining mana that could get rid of my 7 drop. Disgusting.
Unbelievable.
I would a 0 out of 10.
I'm not even in the building anymore. I've left the room. I'm in my car. I'm halfway home. I didn't even pack up my stuff.
That's just.
But look at JED. There was a frown. He wasn't happy about it, but
you gotta move past it. What's he doing now?
His okay.
Creatures are coming down. The removal is over.
So that's the Vault Guard
Ken
Trooper.
is now top decking. So double spells are off the table unless he draws something cheap for the whale.
I think he's got 1 card in hand. He's still got the Perigybeckener in hand.
Oh, okay.
So he can double spell.
He can double spell.
Whale.
And that's a big hit with the pump.
Was that a Gravkill?
Oh, I didn't see.
I think that was a Gravkill that was put on top. Okay, and so now Ken can warp the Beckoner, point it at the Infiltrator.
Get in for 3, draw another card, namely the card you topped.
Oh.
Or just get in for more than that, because the Infiltrator's unblockable anyway.
True.
And
yeah, so do we point it at the Mechanizaur?
Nothing else says reach, I don't think.
No. Okay, Ken's pretty wary of his own life total. Okay.
Draws the card.
It was Grav Kill.
It was Grav Kill. Good God, this game.
Unreal. Okay.
Exit.
Oh, drops Ken to 3.
Yeah, Biotech Specialist is still there. And being
and so now
a problem.
Now anything else that makes a lander drops Ken to 1.
And that's not a nice life total to be at. Well, it's
maybe it's the best life total.
Or it's the best. Or it's the best life total. There's no knowing.
Okay. Big deep breath from JED.
And just draw a good card, please. Good card. Spaceship Ideal.
Oh, the Drix Fate Maker. Okay. We haven't seen that one this match.
Oh, the +1/+1 counter guy.
Yeah.
I would do almost anything just to get a second tapped creature at this stage. I want cards.
Yeah. But I'm sure he's running the numbers right now. But I don't think Ken's going to let that happen.
No, it's going to be hard to get through a Mechanizaur and a Whale and a 3/1. It's going to be tricky.
So this looks like JD running the numbers on what happens if I put the counter here. If I put the counter on the 5/5, does that give me some attacks? What if I put the counter on the 1/3? Any attacks then? Is there any combination I can do this that gives me attacks? And then, do I want to warp the Fate Maker? Oh, but of course he's also thinking, with the Fate Maker in play, anything with a counter has trample.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I wonder if he's going to take this turn to put a counter on one creature, and then, the pump from the Zookeeper.
Oh. Does he have to put a sizable portion of his board in front of this now?
So this is going to be a 10 power.
Yeah.
10 power dude.
So so more or less forced to put Mechanizaur and Whale in front of it. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
The resourcefulness.
And sure, I'm not
Here's you
getting
and
my
me.
extra cards, but I know a 2-for-1 when I see one.
Yeah, that's it, right? That's you and me trying to think, how can I get some extra cards out of this? And JD's just going for the jugular.
I mean, smart.
That's what the J stands for in JD.
Jugular Emmanuel Depraz. Yeah, double blocks. Yeah,
That's
okay,
it.
wow.
Forced. And just like that,
And
with a dinky little 2-mana play off the top, and he clears Ken's 2 biggest threats. Wow.
very good.
Okay, so now back to Ken, who's got a Grav Kill and a Gigastorm Titan. Ken just doesn't miss.
No, he draws all of the good cards, it seems. I mean, I feel like if I was in Ken's position, Perigi, Beckoner, Titan seems pretty hard to say no to.
Does seem pretty good. I thought you were going to say if you were in Ken's position, you also would draw all the good cards.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I expressly wouldn't. Yeah, hard to say no to Perigi, Beckoner, Gigastorm Titan. But then again, I'm not Ken.
Takes up the blocker.
Respects it. Respects it, gets in for 4, draws a card.
Okay.
No Perigi, Beckoner today, but a Gigastorm Titan.
Wow. Okay, so I guess that was part offensive play, part Ken thinking, I really don't need you to rip a Sammy's Curiosity off the top and nug me for another 2.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's got some expendable idiots. He's got a Virus Beetle he can toss in front of that Zookeeper mech. And although, if it's got a counter and the Drix Fate Maker's in play, everything's got trample.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, the life linker, because Gigastorm Titan is fine all of the time. probably
That's it,
next turn
yeah.
after I play my Perigi Beckoner. What does JED have now?
Looks like just a land off
Just
the
a
top.
forest. Ah, that sucks.
So JD clearly needs a few lessons from Ken on drawing all the good cards.
Yeah, exactly. Draw better cards.
Okay, so
but
we've got
you know,
the Fate Maker.
Fate Maker's coming.
Now, where do we put the counter?
That's a great question.
Do we want a 2/4?
Oh yeah, no, we 100% want a
4/3.
2/4. We 100% want a 2/4.
Because he's probably thinking, if that Comet Crawler attacks, I've got to block it.
Yeah.
So maybe that means counter on the Zookeeper.
Yeah, 2/4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want a 2/4 here, especially with a 3/1. Otherwise, the 3/1 just keeps getting in, and you look stupid.
This is why I love Limited. That intricate decision making about the sizing of your creatures relative to theirs and how you want to kind of shift the balances a little bit. You don't get that in Constructed.
That's a
very
really
often.
good point. Yeah, Perigi Beckoner comes in. If I'm Ken here, I'm just pointing at the lifelinker, and I'm going to town.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and then maybe we sack the Virus Beetle as well and just gain, what's that, 6 life or so?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Ooh, big attack.
Okay. Ah, yeah. Okay, this makes sense.
And because it's got the Perigi Beckoner trigger on it,
It's basically can't block it, and it's also a 4 power.
but now it's 6 power.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to 1 versus the Ilvoy Infiltrator?
I mean, no cards in hand for Ken,
But now empty-handed, yeah.
so a little bit more. Okay, pick up the free cards when you can pick them up.
He does throw away a creature to keep himself from going so low. Ooh, but that bolsters Ken at a much safer life total.
It does draw a card off of Infiltrator though.
Oh,
double
true.
Mountain. That's no good. Oh no, sorry, that was just he was untapping his lands. Okay, what are we drawing? Gotta be big. Oh, that's big.
Ooh, that's big.
That's big.
The Territorial Bruntal
Is
with a land in
Is
hand.
it big enough? Oh, with a land in hand is huge.
Yeah, and can play 3 mana worth of stuff if we're willing to tap that Zookeeper Mechan.
What
Play
we got?
as a land, or 4 mana even. Oh, that's 4 mana. That's 4 mana.
I mean, you do it, right? He's thinking to himself, numbers.
I mean, why not? You know, there's basically no reason not
4
to.
4s are better than 2 4s.
And it's going away at end of turn if you don't play it.
You
So
don't play it, so you gotta play it.
wow, with 1 draw off the top, JD just added 10 power and toughness to the board.
And if I was JD, I would be praying for Ken to miss here. Please
To
draw
stop
a land for
Yeah,
once.
For once in your life. Yeah.
For once, Ken is doing the combat math in a very, very overt way. What does Ken have in hand? It's a blue card. Oh, it's Infiltrator. Okay. So not a game-changing draw from Ken. Neither is it a double spell.
Yeah.
So he's getting stuck right in.
Wow.
Absolutely, just jamming completely. I guess Ken knows that, yeah, you got to block the big stuff, and I'm going to draw another card. And that's going to win me the game.
So one of them's a trade with the Gigastorm Titan and the Ice Cave Crasher. And the Perigi Beckoner gets eaten, but you get in for 3.
And you gain a bit more life, yeah.
Back up to 11, draw another card. And then that's JD at 3, with Ken presumably having now 2 Ilvoy operatives in play. It looks like how this is going to end up.
Yeah, but, you know, JD's got the beef on the field. And lands are not whiffs now, which is a stunning position to be in when you're top down.
It is, yeah. So JD's thinking, can I block that Comet Crawler? I go to 1 with a potentially unblockable
Trying to
Dude in
remember
play.
what cards are in deck.
Yeah, is there?
I
Is there a
kind
pump
of
spell?
respect.
Oh,
I respect this a lot. Actually, Lifelinkers have to go.
Wow.
They threaten extensively to extend the game, and can cause you a lot of grief. What so playing the operative. So playing. We got a flyer. Okay, so we got two 3-drops here. Plays them both out. Doesn't need to sandbag for the second spell next turn.
Just everything lethal. So remember the Brontar does have reach.
Brontar's got reach. Okay. JD's
So
got
I reckon
draw nice. There we go. Don't whiff. Double.
Brontar skips past lands.
Brontar doesn't miss.
Yeah. So, and it hits straight into a 4/5 reach.
Which is good. And
now, surely JD made that block because he wanted that Ice Caver Crasher around to attack on his turn. He was hoping to go for lethal or semi-lethal until Ken just unloaded 2 more creatures.
Yeah, I mean, play and pass. And can keep drawing absolute gas. Swamp.
Ken's looking for anything that draws a card here, so he can potentially get the lethal double spell. So he wants the
Island Swamp. Okay, so he's finally whiffed, and he passes it back. Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Lands.
Was that Godmore?
No, please.
No, that was Orbital Plunge. The Godmore's gone. Godmore's dead.
Oh, Godmore.
But Orbital Plunge is a spell and a land.
It is a spell and a land. And gets rid of one of the pesky unblockable guys. What do you kill?
If you're at 1 life, do you even bother killing?
I know.
Just go for the big dude.
Yeah, go for the big thing because you got a trampler.
Absolutely. And then
counts the numbers.
You can crack the land. I have a feeling I think our players might be in turns. And under these circumstances, I believe there are 7 additional turns. And they're on the 5th. I think that's what that die on the left means.
Okay.
So that means that one of the players has to find a win by the end of JED's next turn.
Okay. And so Ken's got lands in hand.
Oh, look how thin JED's deck is. Very
thin. Gets the extra land. Hits a Brontar trigger. Oh! Another removal spell. Is that it?
Is that the game? Bombard. So we've had 2 landfall triggers. So that Ice Cave Crasher is a 6 power. Brontar is also 6 power.
Can kill.
Meaning one of them has to be blocked. So if you kill an infiltrator, then attack with everything, then the Cloud Sculpt Technician has to go. Okay, take out the thing with the most toughness. And then that means if your reach creature gets removed, you don't just die.
Yeah.
So not just dead to a single removal spell off the top. Ken does now need to double spell.
So this is a lethal attack.
I believe this is a lethal attack. So Ken's going to need to throw one of the little blue alien boys in front of the Brontar, which does not have trample. I'm
gonna peek into the future. If this was me, my luck would be that Ken's gonna chump the 6/6, take the 6 or whatever. And then he's gonna lift a draw spell. He's gonna make the second spell and he's gonna win with the unblockable 1 damage. And I will wanna cry all the way home.
So this is what Ken's doing the numbers on now. Can he draw?
The
slow roll.
Draws of a lifetime. Draws of a lifetime. Is that a whale? That's a whale. That's not it.
That's not it.
But you can look at least.
You can look at more cards, but there's nothing you can cast from the graveyard.
Perigee Beckoner goes,
out of
everything's in the bin, lands in hand. JD thinks he's got it. He doesn't know that he's got it yet, but boy does he.
Oh, he does. He knows, because if that was a spell, it would have been cast.
Oh, good. Wow,
And it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Jesus. What a set of games. Mad stuff.
JD sat there at 1 life facing 2 Ilvoy infiltrators.
Yeah, that being said, look, I said it. When JD needed Ken to run out of action, he did.
That's it. It had to stop at some point.
But man, if Ken had a lot of outs, Ken could have drawn him of the Faller. That could have been a lot.
Ken had outs there. Ken had plenty of outs. Anything in his deck that just sees one more card.
Yeah, like the relic, Grajan. Yep.
Unbelievable. And that went from when JD had Godmore with Weft Walking in hand, and Ken just had the draws of a lifetime to put both of them away.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Unreal. That is one of the tensest, tightest matches of Limited I have ever seen at the Pro Tour level. And the quality of play from both of them was just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'll never forget this as a quote where, like, Gary Kasparov, famous chess player, when he starts to play engines, and as engines get better and better, he knows he's lost when the engine makes what looks like a random move.
Yes.
As in it's a move he doesn't understand because he just counted it off as being kind of pointless and random. And that's kind of how watching these games of Magic go. When I see a play I don't understand, I'm like, okay, they're on another level, and there is clearly a lot I don't understand.
Yeah, and not just what you don't understand about, Magic or whatever in general, but the board state that you're both looking at. Is understood in a different way by these 2 different players.
And I guess strategy, like real hardcore strategy, like thinking, like, what am I doing in 10 turns time? Like, what am I drawing? What is my opponent drawing? What are the probabilities of each thing happening at each time? Yeah, that's the high level stuff.
And there was literally 1 life in it in this game.
Yeah, 100%.
Every point of damage that was decided to be taken or not taken, every attack that was made or not made mattered in that game, but also in the other 2 as well.
Yeah. Wow. I'm so glad I got to experience this. This is phenomenal.
What a treat. We don't normally get 2 Titans like that up against each other in round 2 of the Pro Tour. So what a treat that we got to experience that.
100%.
Thank you all so much for joining us. This was an absolute blast to cover. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you don't know us already, we are the Draft Punks. We do roughly weekly draft videos, roughly weekly modern videos. We would love to have you along. We've got a crazy little community that you'll discover down in our comment section, and we would absolutely love if you would like to be one of them.
Hell yes. So thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in future videos.